It's warm. It's really warm in here. It gets really hot in here during the summer months, and obviously like it gets really cold as well in the winter months. These windows are just not very efficient. They're very old. I live in a house that was built in like 1924, 26. So nothing's very efficient. Don't pay attention to that. Just act like it's not there. Here's the thing. I haven't made a video in months now. I don't even want to go back and see when my last one was, because I think that that'll just make me a little bit more embarrassed. So we're back slowly. It's just, as a real estate agent, it is so hard to keep on top of anything else besides clients during the summer. So it just got to be too much, and obviously my clients have to come first. So that's just kind of what my priorities were this summer, but we're gonna get back into it. I foresee a lot of reading in the next few months, and especially as the real estate market kind of slows down whenever it goes into winter. So I'll have more time on my hands, basically. And you already saw the thumbnail for this video. This is the plan for August, I think. It's a lot, I know. If you saw the TikTok video that I made about the book sale that I just went to, so I went to one a couple months ago, and then I just went to one a couple days ago. The one a couple of days ago was way better on my bank account because I only spent $38, but I got a ton of books. It was just a much better sale overall. Like, the prices were much better. It was still crazy. I still kind of blacked out whenever I went and got some duplicates of things that I shouldn't have, and books in series that I didn't know were series. Whatever. It's a whole thing. Anywho, what that means is that I have a lot of physical books that I need to get through. It bothers me that I have so many books on my shelf that I haven't read. It feels like I'm an imposter. Yeah, we're gonna get through a lot. If you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you already know the next reading vlog that I would like to do. So let's just kind of go through these with that video in mind first. The reading vlog that I would like to do next is Powerless, Powerful, and Reckless, the 3 books so far. Is there only one more that she's coming out with? I think she announced it a couple weeks ago, and I honestly just cannot remember. What is this series called? Maybe it is just Powerless. Anyway, Powerful is the novella in between these two. I think it's about a side character. I don't think it's about the main characters at all. So we'll just see. I've heard great things. My sister is upset with me that I haven't gotten to these yet, and I'm excited to read them. I just have not been in a fantasy mood, so that's like kind of why it's taken me so long, which, yeah, the fantasy mood comes and goes, but I am definitely a fantasy girly. It's just whenever you're reading so many fantasies, it like messes with your head. Like, it's too much. It feels like you get too tied to certain characters, and then it's just not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like takes up a lot of space in your brain whenever you read a fantasy, especially a good one. It just takes a little bit to like go from one to the other, you know? So anyway, that's where we're at. This will be the next reading vlog that I do. And then feel free to give me shit about this, because I'm just gonna gloss over this really quick because it's embarrassing that it's taken me almost a year now, because I think I got this in October last year, and it's August 3rd now. So, Nightbane. Ah, yay. I really want to get to it. I just haven't. The next one. So I've been talking about Kristen Hanna lately, and I've been seeing her everywhere. Everyone is so into her writing. I've heard such incredible things about this book, and I feel left out. That's honestly just what it comes down to. So I would love to read this. It is a thicker book, so it's probably going to take me a little bit to get through it. But I've heard that it's very emotional. Like, it brings out a lot of emotions in you. So I'm just excited for this. These other two, I think, I'm hoping, are going to be kind of a reprieve between some of these books if they get a little bit heavy. Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. This, I've heard her writing is great, and I've kind of heard that this author is a cross between like Emily Henry, Abby Jimenez, and okay, so here's the thing. I am not really an Emily Henry girly. However, I am an Abby Jimenez girly, 100%. So here we are. I also think that this would just be a good like end of summer cap, you know? I really don't feel like I've read like a whole lot of summery books. I've read a lot of romance books, which just equals summer to me, but not necessarily like summer romance, if that makes any bit of sense. This next one, Summer Hours, literally just has summer in the name. Figured it would be interesting. I had this looped into the romance, but honestly, I don't even know if this is romance. I think it might be more fiction. Yeah, this feels more fiction. So maybe I should have looped it more in with The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. Whatever. Before I get to the last two, I also have to mention I am reading the first Shadow and Bone book with my sister. Like, we're kind of buddy reading that, and I don't know if we'll actually get through it this month. I feel like we would. We're both really fast readers. It's just, will we have the time at the same time, you know, because we're both kind of like waiting for each other to catch up. So we'll just see, but that is also the plan. I will be at least reading it throughout the month, and we'll just see how it goes. The other two are The Brothers Hawthorne and The Grandest Game. The Grandest Game literally just came out a few days ago, last week, and I still haven't read The Brothers Hawthorne, which has been like the plan because I was incredibly obsessed with the Inheritance games, and I just didn't read The Brothers Hawthorne. I feel like every time I mention this, I don't understand why it was marketed as a trilogy, and now there's more books coming out, but they're not a part of the trilogy. I don't know. I have also heard that The Brothers Hawthorne does not live up to anyone's expectations. I'm still excited to see these characters. I think it's just, I don't really understand why we dive into Jameson and Grayson more than the other characters. Like, I don't know why. I don't know. I haven't read it. We'll see. Okay. The Grandest Game, I don't know anything about other than it's supposed to be about the games that, like, the main character from the Inheritance games puts on a game. I go into books blind for the most part. So I'm horrible at like trying to explain something without having read it. I'm also horrible at explaining things after I've read it. So really, what am I doing? I don't know. Those are the next ones. And last ones for August TBR that I have planned. Who knows how this is going to change, but those are the books that I would like to tackle. First being Powerless, because I have actually started Powerful. I'm actually about to start that video now, like right after I finish this one. So exciting things for August. I don't know. I'm excited to do videos again. I think it's been way too long. And I think that I've just kind of been putting it off because it does take a lot to make the videos and to think things through and then do all the editing and make sure that I've got all the shots that I want. Because the other thing is I also read a lot at night, and that can be difficult to get any video of because it's usually dark. I also read a lot on my Kindle, so if I can get some of these books on like Libby, I might go ahead and do that because sometimes it's just easier to take my Kindle. Like if I'm on the go, if I'm doing something, I can just read like a little bit here and there without having the physical copy with me, but that's kind of where we stand. I have lots of ideas for the next few months also for videos, so make sure you guys are hitting the subscribe and like this video, and I will just see you guys in the next one.